This is DJ Rick. I host Hot Grills of Texas, and I'm also on Fishbowl Radio Network going on my 12th year. We're doing really good with the network, and it only gets bigger and better. And what I mean by that is the places we go, the things we do, and the people that I know. She may be small, but she packs a big amount of dynamite, you guys. A good friend of mine I've known for years, and your name is?
It's Annla. Annla?
Are you sure?
Annla, yes.
I kept calling her Anna for years, and I know that L was dropped in there, okay? So I got schooled on that, so forgive me all this time, okay? So, yeah, I noticed that you have a pop-up restaurant here, or a restaurant, depends on who you ask, but it's here to stay, as far as I'm concerned. The recipes you have, authentic, they come out like they're supposed to come out, like they look like the pictures that you put on your Facebook, Instagram, and they taste so damn delicious, people. So what inspired you to cook the way you're cooking now?
Well, I'm Asian American, and I grew up loving all the different flavors from American food, Mexican food, Italian food. But at home, my mom only cooked homemade, scratch, Asian food, Laos food, Vietnamese food, Southeast Asian food, So as I grew up and as an adult, and as I grew up, cooking and becoming a cook or a chef, or, I was able to take all those flavors that I grew up with and put it together with, the different cooking techniques that I learned throughout the years as far as making Mexican food or, pasta or American food, or even different sauces. You're able to take different techniques from all over the world and then bring them together, Like, who's to say you can't, put elotes on ramen? People are doing it. Why can't I do it? I've been mixing up so many different things for years. I figure, why not,
Okay, so let me jump in, because when you mention Southeast Asia, because, I was born in the Philippines myself, and I love lumpia. I can't find, it's got to be done right, put it that way. When it's authentic and it's done right, it can't be commercial. It's got to be with that loving, tender, how can I say, flavor from the origin where it comes from, And the food that you made from that Southeast Asia is just like it's supposed to be. I want to tell people it's authentic, okay?
Yeah, I try really hard to keep what's supposed to be authentic, whether it's like a Thai curry stew, Penang or something. That has to be simmered for 12 hours or overnight, or however. I try to keep those dishes as authentic as possible and then do a slight twist on it, however which way, but if you've been here, some things I've kept really authentic, like the gumbo when I did the Cajun week, yeah.
I got to stop it right there, folks. Okay, let me tell you something. I've been growing up on gumbo since I even knew what it was. I am not kidding you. My mother's from Louisiana. My grandmother's Louisiana. All her family, they're all South Louisiana. Yeah. You folks up in Shreveport, see, that's Arkansas. You got to go to the boot of Louisiana, and I'm telling you, that's like a recipe that they would make. Yeah. I kid you not. So you did 110% on that.
Yeah, I actually started that pot the night before and simmered it all night long and had it simmering, until service. So it was really it was very much a labor of love, But then I also take authentic recipes. Like the very first week, I did that Laos sausage stuffed chicken wings. So I took an authentic recipe of the Laos sausage. If you've ever had it, it's filled with like kaffir lime and lemongrass and garlic and just Southeast Asian spices. I took that, and instead of stuffing it in a casing, I deboned the chicken wing and then stuffed it in there and then battered and deep fried it. Right? So, like, you got sausage in the middle of a chicken wing that's already been deboned.
Let me tell you something about not only that good dish, but that sauce you had, okay?
Yeah.
That Asian sauce. You could put that on. It was dark, and it had peppers on it.
Yeah,
and it was.
That was the nam chim that we did with Josh Giron. Yeah, he's actually a local chef here as well. I invited him in the kitchen.
I keep pulling the mic away because I keep telling her, you can bottle that stuff. I'm trying to get that out of my mouth to tell you now, that is your retirement. You put that sauce, you can put that sauce on a tire, people. It works. It was really good. So whatever you did, keep doing that.
Yeah, actually, every week that I come out with another Asian barbecue or meat dish, it was a different sauce. Because we have so many different roasted sauces or salsas, you just would never know. But that sauce was the nam chim sauce. It was Thai, and it went really well with like a smoked brisket that we did with toasted rice. It was really good.
It was more than good, okay? It was more than good. I mean, that had the right balance of flavor, the right balance of the sweetness, whatever you had, the right pepper balance. It wasn't overly hot, like you have to reach for something to drink. It was perfect. Whatever you did, put your name on it, put your face on it, put it in the bottle. People, she is going to retire tomorrow with that sauce. I kid you not. I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm telling you how good it was.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it was actually requested by Josh Guerin. So we did a collab because he does like Texas barbecue. So he smoked the picanhas, and we made the sauce together. It was a family recipe, and then we paired it with sticky rice, which is another something that West Seventh doesn't have down here. So well, maybe but yeah.
If they have it, it's not as good as hers. I'm going to tell you that right now. And secondly, she didn't tell me it was sticky rice till after I was looking at it. I'm like, I think she overcooked this. I think she made a mistake. But it's meant to be sticky rice. But I mean, it was good when I ate it, but now I know that's what it was supposed to be, opposed to, I think she made a mistake. But that's
You're supposed to eat it with your hands.
Well,
Next time I'll have to show him an instructional video.
okay. We're supposed to eat that with our hands, according to what she just said.
With your hands, yeah.
Okay, but she didn't know that I did that. I was trying not to show my inner Texan, okay, because it was sticky. But now that I got busted, you probably saw me, or that's where it was supposed to be. I'm in the know. Thank goodness. It was kind of hard to eat with chopsticks. I'm not gonna lie.
You were trying to eat rice with chopsticks in the first place.
I sure was. We gotta be
You
schooled.
were able to pick up the steak with it, so good. It was good. It's good. Yeah.
Why is she picking on me when I'm actually boosting what she's got? But she is right, though. It was hard as hell trying to eat that rice with them sticks.
Next time, I'll show you.
But it was good.
I bet. Yeah, it was. It was really good. Yeah.
So what do we have here in front of us? We can just kind of go around and talk about it.
So my pop-up is usually the Noir Kitchen, and it's called Not Your Usual Asian. And I usually, even if I do Asian American food, I'll do like a little Asian twist. But this week, I've actually invited some friends of mine into the kitchen to do a fundraiser, and they do Tex-Mex. Or they call it Mex-Tex, Texas barbecue. And they smoke, and it's like authentic Mexican home, like they're at home cooking, making like tamales and stuff. But these are like home cooked recipes and meals. They smoke it at the house. So they're raising money for a new tombstone for her brother that just passed away from COVID last September. So I gave them my kitchen, and I said, hey, come on, all proceeds go to the family. I'll help you guys in the kitchen, and we've been in the kitchen rocking it today. And that's what we're doing this week. Mm-hmm.
Now, the family may or may not know, and you may or may not know, there's something actually called Mexicu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Mexican barbecue. And
Actually, James right here. He's the owner and the smoker of Ponchi's.
That's the man. Come over here and talk to us briefly. Yeah. But, yeah, there's something called Mexicu. It's actually something.
Oh, I'm sorry. James.
Good to meet you. DJ Rickman, how you doing, my friend? This is the owner we're talking about, people. This is the man that's got this delicious stuff in front of me. I mean, it looks like it came out of whatever cookbook you can imagine, but it looks even better in person. It looks like my co-host right here, okay? I'm telling you. So this is the stuff right here. It's all going for a wonderful cause. We hate to hear what happened. We're very sorry to hear about that. I, too, lost somebody to COVID. It's not good. But at the same time, the memory will always live on. And through fundraisers like this, the T-shirts you guys are wearing, and from what I'm hearing from everybody, he was a great guy. So, our condolences go out to you guys.
Thanks for coming out and supporting. Really appreciate it. It's nice to meet you, and definitely appreciate all the nice comments. Hopefully it's as good as it looks.
He's going to eat on camera and review it. So.
Oh, nice. All right, yes.
And we're going to eat on camera and review this. So I'm going to check the footage here. I'm going to come back and get this, because I'm telling you, once it's gone, it's gone. But we've got this dish here with, I believe, Cheetos on top of it.
It's chopped brisket. Brisket elote?
Elote, yeah. So it's elote corn with brisket, hot Cheetos, put some crema and Valentino sauce on there, and that's the way you want to get that done.
I call that bar food.
Yeah.
Okay? It is definitely that. And this right here, smoked, wow.
Jalapeno
So there's jalapenos wrapped in bacon, filled with cream cheese, brisket, and Mexican-style shredded cheese.
I picked the wrong week to try to get more fit than I am, but you know what? I'm going to live a little, okay?
You park 2 blocks away from the bar. All you got to do is walk to your car afterwards. You'll probably sweat that off.
In this heat, folks, okay, we got the AC inside. It is hot as hell out there, so yeah, feels like an air fryer outside. I kid you not. And lastly, we got this wonderful sandwich that everybody knows of Texas barbecue, brisket, sausage. We got the onions that I love so much, the beans, and I believe it has good potato salad like it's supposed to be, right?
Potato salad, yeah. And so every Monday when I do these pop-ups, I'll try to do things to kind of bring them community together, whether it's a fundraiser or I collab with different chefs. I want to eventually bring in like artists or like maybe, I just want to make it a Monday where you can come and eat and have good food and support local. And also we only run kitchen until everything sells out. So once it sells out, it's out.
All this time, she didn't mention anything about radio DJs. The guy's been on broadcast for 12 years, who can run a show out here,
For sure, yes, of course.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you also, my friend. We're going to enjoy this delicious food. We're going.
Anything you go, let us know. We have tamales as well.
Yeah,
to
they have
go.
chicken and pork tamales.
See, I thought tamales was a seasonal thing, but
It's Christmas in July, look.
boom, I'm telling you. The best tamales come from Texas, you guys understand me? It comes from the Lone Star State, funky town, Fort Worth. So we're going to check the footage. We're going to come back right here. Going to make a little bit of a pause. Going to do a part 2. Be right back for that attack.